Alright guys, today on our channel we're gonna be doing a beginner's guide on how to ride a motorcycle. We have here my GSX-R 600. This is, I wouldn't necessarily call this a beginner's bike, but you know, some people like to start on 600s. Personally, I started on a 250 and worked my way up to this beast. So it's a good medium range bike for sure. Now, guys who drive 1000 cc's would think this is probably a sissy bike, but it's still fun for me. So anyways guys, so for today what we're going to be looking at, I'm going to first go over controls. First we have obviously the handlebars themselves. This is what you're going to hold on to while you're riding, and to the right here is what you're going to use to give it gas. This is the throttle. And then while you're going, you're going to need to know how to use your brakes. So this is your front brake lever here. You just pull this in, and that uses the front brakes. And then over here guys, we have the clutch lever, and you just pull this in every time you want to shift gears. So that's kind of how that works. So you're probably wondering what all these little buttons are on the inside here. So first we have the kill switch, the on and off kill switch, which is this guy right here. And then you have your starting button. Once this is engaged to on and you press this button, it will start up. But obviously right now it won't do anything, which leads me over to the ignition. Since this is in the off position, it will not turn on when I press that button. But when I turn it on to the on position, everything turns on. So it's kind of how that works. But if I switch this button off, there's no way this thing will start. And even with this button on, if I press it, there's no way this is going to start either, because I don't have the clutch pulled in. So make sure if you want to start the bike, you have the clutch pulled in. So next over here, I'm going to turn this off so I don't kill my battery. You have your high and low beams. There's the low beams, there's the high beams. This is your emergency lights right here, and these are your blinkers. So it's very convenient. They keep everything pretty close to your hands, the controls, which makes it really nice when you're going down the road. Very convenient. But yeah, so all you do to turn on your blinker is move this left, and you're going to go left. Move this right, and the right side's going to turn on. So let me show you real quick. Let me turn the bike on. Oh, there you go. The right blinker's on right now. And to disengage the blinker, all you have to do is click it in. Now, if you want to go left, you click it left. If you want to go right, you click it right. And then you press the center to disengage. And then lastly is you have your horn right here. I have it off so you can't hear the horn, but those are your basic controls, guys, for riding a motorcycle. So let's move on to part 2, where you mount the motorcycle. So I didn't show you along with the clutch, but so here, going along with the clutch right here, when you pull this in, this is the lever right here that you're going to use to shift up and down with. Your foot sits right here. So to explain this real quick, on my bike, first is all the way down. So I'm pulling in the clutch, and then first is all the way down. So you would hear a click, but it's already in first. So neutral is halfway up. See if I can get this. There's neutral. So if you want to go in second, it's a full click up. So there you go, you're in second. But I want to keep it in neutral, so I'm going to put it down a half click. So you have the clutch and the shifting side on the left side. Now, when it comes to braking, all your braking is on the right side of the bike. So you have your front brake handle right here. And then if you notice down here, you have your pedal where you rest your foot, and then you also have your brake again, but this is for the rear side, right over here. So that's kind of how that works. Alright guys, so once you have all the controls down, you know where everything's at, you're ready to mount the bike. So you're going to get on from the left side of the bike, and when you get on the bike, you're going to reach your hand, hold on to this handle, hold on to this handle, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to swing your leg all the way around like that. So, and then you're on. So one thing not to forget is to kick up the motorcycle stand right here. So once you have that and you're ready to go, what you want to do is you want to turn the kill switch to on. Once you have that on, go to your ignition, it's in the off position right now, and turn that on. And if you notice, the dash lights up and the neutral light is in green here. The gas light is on because I'm getting low on gas. We don't have an indicator right here, and I have my brights on. So right here, my dash is digital. It will actually tell you the gears you're in. It's in gear 0 because it's in neutral. And right here is your miles per hour, and this red light tells you if your bike's too hot. So ignore that temp light. It's just always on, and I need to get around to fix it. Alright guys, so we're ready to start the bike. So if I try to start it right now, where it's at, let's see what happens. Oh, nothing happened. That's right, we have to pull the clutch in here. So once you pull on the clutch and hit this, it should start, right? Oh, that's weird, it's not starting. I wonder why. Well, if you look down here, guys, the kickstand is still out, so the bike will not start. That is a safety feature on a lot of bikes. So once you have that kicked back, you should be ready to go, and you should be ready to start your bike. Alright guys, once you guys have the bike on, just first to get going, what we're going to practice is putting the bike in first gear and then using the clutch to get going. So I'm going to pull on the clutch, and that clutch lever that I showed you, I'm going to push down 1. Now you can see on the gear indicator that I'm in first gear. Alright guys, now that we're in first gear, what we're going to do is we're going to try to take off. So I'm going to slowly let out the clutch, and we're going to start rolling forward, okay? So don't be too worried about the clutch and getting started. A lot of people make mistakes and a lot of people kill the engine. So all you're going to do is let out the clutch slowly and then give it a little bit of gas. That's it, just a tiny bit of gas. You just keep letting it out slowly. Keep that tachometer at 2,000 RPMs. I'm even walking forward a little bit. Just let it out, let it out, let it out, let it out. And we're off. And it's that simple, guys. Now you can feel when the clutch starts to give that the RPMs are going to go a little bit lower. And when they start to do that, just give it a hair more gas and keep going. So just try to keep it at 2,000 RPMs when taking off. So I'm letting out the clutch really slow, giving it a little bit of gas, and we're off. It's that simple, guys. So once you get that down to take off, it's really like riding a bike, guys. We're just gonna stay in first gear. And so when you turn, you want to make sure you look where you're going. And when you look where you're going, the bike will follow. It's really just like riding a bike, guys. And you want to make sure you keep your eyes on the horizon, guys, when you're turning. And mainly when you're riding the bike too. That'll keep your vision up and you'll be able to see whatever happens in front of you. So if you guys can ride a bicycle, then you will definitely be able to ride a motorcycle. Don't worry too much about the weight. I was worried that the bike would be too heavy and it might fall over. These bikes are very well balanced, and once you get going, the momentum makes the bike just feel super light. So don't even worry about it. So we're just gonna go around this turn, look through the turn, look where you want to go, and go through the turn. It's that simple. Alright guys, so once you get turning down and just get used to letting out the clutch, and really getting used to those slow speed turns. So once you guys have all that down, you'll need to learn how to shift into the higher gears to get going on the road. So once you get going, I'm just cruising in first gear at 10 miles an hour. You can literally just bring it up to like 3,000 RPMs. All you have to do is pull on the clutch right here to the left and lift up on that shift lever. And now you can see on the gear indicator I'm in second gear. And then you let out the clutch and lightly give it gas. And away you guys go. I know I was scared of riding a bike for the first time, but honestly it's really not that scary. And on these slow speed turns that I'm doing, and you go to where your RPM start like cutting out and your bike starts to like, the engine starts to cut out too. What you want to do is, on these slow speed turns when that happens, is you just want to pull in that clutch lever and let the clutch do the work on these slow speed turns. And if you're already going, all you have to do is release that clutch lever. You don't even have to give it gas. And it just goes on. So no biggie, guys. So that's really it. I'm gonna show you all the gears right now. It's really just like shifting into second. Once you shift into first, which is one down, then you have to just shift one up and you're in second. And second through six are the same as first to second. So let's try it. I'm just gonna shift up every gear. Pull the clutch in, shift up, let the clutch out. And we're going. Pull the clutch in, shift up, and let out the clutch. Very nice. Nice and easy. And we're going. Pull the clutch in, let off the throttle, pull up on the shift lever, and then let out the clutch. See, I'm only going like 20 miles an hour and I can still be in fourth gear. Not that big of a deal. So we're gonna go a little bit faster, and I just did that a little bit faster as well. Once you guys get the hang of it, you'll get pretty quick and it's pretty easy. Okay, so when you come to a stop, guys, pull on the clutch, let off the throttle simultaneously, and hold that front brake in very slowly, very nicely. So when you're shifting down, guys, from second gear, all you have to do is let off the throttle. Well, actually, I pull in the clutch first. Well, okay. All you have to do is pull in the clutch and let off the throttle about the same time, kind of like that. And Once you do that, all you have to do is press down on the gear lever, the gear shift lever, and then it goes into first, and you just give it a little bit of gas and let out. Now, like I said, guys, if you're already going, you really only have to let out the clutch. You don't really have to give it gas. The main time when you have to give it gas is just when you're starting out. So if you guys can get this clutch lever down and get it to where you nice and smoothly pull it in and let it out, you guys will be good to go. And you will be on your way, riding out here just like I am. And then you'll get to throw all those peace signs at everybody. Be like, yeah, what's up, man? So, not that bad. Not that bad. Alright, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys, hopefully this helped. And you're able to get something from it. So, alright, peace out, guys.